It's time for
Tech Tips with Sarah.
Hi, everyone. Thank you for joining us for Sarah's Tech Tips. I find that I am applying the same filters to my list of records over and over again. Is there a way to make this process easier?
That's a great question, Brooke. When you're working with your records within Dynamics 365 or within the Power Platform, there's times where we want to change the data and how it looks and get the records that we think are important to us when we're looking at a large amount of it. So there is a great feature in the Power Apps in Dynamics 365 when you're looking at a list of records to apply filters. So let's say in this case, when I'm looking at my contacts, I want to look at those that have a certain reward tier. So I may click on the drop down next to the reward tier column, and I'll select filter by, and I might choose those that just are platinum and gold. And I'll choose those options, hit apply, and perfect. Here are my contacts that have that reward tier. But as soon as I leave the screen or I go someplace else or I change my view, I lose that filter. So again, I need to come back, choose my filter, apply that filter to this list of records, and it's there. So this is where you've mentioned this is taking your time because you're constantly doing the same thing. Well, if this is something that you're going to use on a regular basis, you may want to look at creating what we call a personal view. So within our command bar at the top, I'm going to click on the ellipses because this command is not visible to me, but you'll see the item called Create View. And if I click on the arrow next to Create View, or just simply click on it, I'll see that I can actually save these filters as a new view. So I'll select that. It's got my name here. I'm just going to call this Active Contacts with Gold and Platinum. I'll hit Save. And now it's actually going to create it as a personal view for me. Now, how do I know it's personal? Well, because I personally created it. But when I look at my list of views, it's now going to show under my view. Now I can do this multiple times. I can create multiple filters, apply multiple filters. Maybe I just want to filter those that are diamond. And I can apply this as well and do the same thing. Create view. Oops, actually we'll save my filters as a new view. And I'll call this Active Contacts Diamond. And save it. Again, now I have another personal view under my views for Active Contacts Diamond. Now, when you're looking at your contacts, another bonus tip that you have here, if you didn't know this already, is that if you find you're constantly changing which view you want to look at, you can set your default by pinning the view that you want to go to every time. So I might be interested most in the Active Contacts Diamond. You'll notice there's a push pin at the end of that view name. When I select that push pin, it's going to pin that view. So now if I go back to Contacts, if I refresh my page, if I exit out and come back in, it will always come to this view because it has been pinned. And that will make it the default view when I'm looking at my list of contacts. Now I can always go back and change it back to Active Contacts. It'll change it to that view and make that my default. But the great thing is that this is a personal setting. You are setting this for yourself. You're not setting it for everybody else in the system. So it makes this system a little bit more personal and adapts to how you want to use your data and see your data.
This is going to save so many steps. Thank you, Sarah.
Thank you.
We hope you found this video helpful. If you've got a question for Sarah, please contact her at connect@sarahdelnick.com.